Well, I'll say it's good to be back and to be back with a win today. I think we played, we did some great things, and hopefully we can continue on that.
Uh, Really physical game.
Oh shoot, sorry.
A really physical game today. Just how did you feel that the girls responded to that? And it seemed like bodies were flying everywhere at times, and a lot of bumping down low, and just how they responded to that.
Yeah, it was a really physical game. I thought we got bumped early down on the other side, but they weren't calling it. So, what can I say? We went to the free throw line 33 times and them 29. So they did call some, but we stepped up to the challenge. So, yeah, I was glad that they didn't back down.
With the pace of the game, it was fast. I mean, Charleston came out full court pressure.
Yeah.
It seemed like throughout the whole game. Again, it seemed like it took a little while to settle in offensively. Aaliyah struggled early, a few more turnovers than we're used to seeing. But Melo was able to kind of balance you guys out with the 21st half.
Yeah, they did. They started out pressing us, and they're a pressing team, and they pretty much try to press 40 minutes. I think Aaliyah was stuck a little bit in the first half, but then, we talked to her at halftime, and then she came back with the confidence that we needed her to have. Of course, Melo was there for us, and so I think she ended up with 28. And so she did what we expected her to do. Siobhan Scoop Smith stepped up in the second half, so we got to see them respond to the first half.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, it's kind of a tale of two halves. Melo goes off for 20 in the first, not much from anybody. I think Leak was the second leading scorer with 5 at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
And then she finishes with 17. Aaliyah gets into double digits. Scoop finishes with double digits, and Melo only scores 8 in the second half. Just talk about those other players and how they responded, and when Melo had to go quiet,
Yeah.
Everyone else picked it up.
Well, the thing is, obviously, College of Charleston came back, and we needed other people to step up. With at halftime, with Melo with 20, and nobody else with double digits, we needed to step up. I don't think Scoop may have had 2 points at in the first half, but again, we've got to get them up and ready and responding. And the good thing I liked about them is they never got rattled. And they came back in the second half, knew that we had to space it out because College of Charleston was turning the momentum around.
From an individual standpoint, Melo moves into fifth all-time scoring. She passes Damo to move into sixth, and then she passes Nakaya to move into fifth. Just your thoughts on what Melo has accomplished and what she means to this program.
Well, that kid is amazing. She is just amazing. Plays within her game, and I look at the shooting percentage, and she's there. So and again, she's a team player. She knew we needed it in the first half. Looking at her backcourt partner Aaliyah, and she scored. And then in the second half, she let it come to her. So, I mean, she does a great job. She's consistent, and that's what we look forward to.
And then I asked Leak about this again, a physical battle today, and playing the same team tomorrow. So you can expect more of the same. How do you mentally prepare them to have this kind of a fight against tomorrow?
Well, with these back-to-backs, and this is my first back-to-back, so I'm going to be pulling my hair out, looking at the minutes played. But, we've got to go and look at film and see where we were down in some things and where, they turned it around. And so we've got to fix those things. And I think we will continue to use our speed, but we've got to be a little better on the defensive end.
We knew it was going to be like that. We knew that Charleston was a scrappy team. We've been practicing that with the scouts all week. I mean, it's fun. I know we should have did better than what we did, but overall it was a fun game, physical game. So we got to do the same thing tomorrow.
That first half, 20 points for you, and it kind of helped lead your team. Everyone kind of got into it in the second half. But as we've seen, other people can score on the team, but do you still kind of like that pressure sometimes of having to be the leader out there and showing the way?
I mean, I don't think it's pressure. That's just the type of player I am. If I'm not scoring, somebody else scoring. If I am, everybody else, doing their job. So.
And talk about the two halves for you. So in that first half, 20 points, and just 8 in the second, but you did a lot of the defensive things and a lot of the other, rebounds, assisting, and you opened it up for your teammates. Did you feel like they were focusing on you a little bit more? I think you hit one shot late over 3 Cougars. Did you feel like they were pressing on you a little bit more and you were able to find opportunities for your teammates?
No, I don't think so. I just think the opportunities came for my teammates to score the ball.
For you personally, you move into fifth
It's a blessing. 3 years here. You got to keep pushing. You know, when I came in, I set goals for myself, and I know I've been through a lot of adversity, so I keep myself at a high standard, and just playing basketball, having fun, doing what I love.
I want to say it took us a little longer to get started than we usually do, but when we got our flow going, it was pretty easy. We did what we had to do. Aaliyah came. She was like struggling at the beginning, but then in the second half, she really pulled it together and was the point guard we know her to be.
Just talk about your performance: 17 points, 9 rebounds. It seemed like you were getting a lot of those opportunities early, and then throughout the game, you were able to capitalize. And again, physical, you were able to fight through a lot of contact to score.
I think my teammates really found me this game, and I really put in an effort to get rebounds because I know I challenged my teammates to shoot a lot more, and I told them that I would go to the glass to make sure if they did miss it. I didn't think they would, but I would go to the glass and get the rebound for our offensive chances. So it was just I put in a lot of effort this game to do what was needed of me, and I think my teammates on the other side produced as well.
And talk about the scoring, how that came along for you. Again, it was physical up out there. It looked like, and you were able to really fight through that contact. How do you train for something like that to know to expect contact on some of those layups?
My teammates push me literally every practice, and they tell me how strong I am, how big I am, and that it should show on the court. So they push me day in and day out in practice to be better, and I think it just showed today on the court.
As a team, when you have a game like this, where it was physical, it was fast-paced, and you have to play the same team tomorrow, and you can expect it to be very similar, how do you mentally prepare to have a battle out there again back-to-back days?
Just focus on the little things we did wrong. You know, the press break, we have to focus on getting the ball over half court, slowing down, just playing our game. It'll be a mental game tomorrow. Just who shows up and is more focused. So I think just making sure we're ready mentally, and because we're going to show up physically for sure.